Hey guys, Ryan here, and today I'm going to bring you a replay on Prokhorovka Standard Battle in the M41D Chinese Bulldog Premium Tank. Now in this game I'm going to be platooned with Colonel Zeeks. I think it's pronounced, I apologise if I'm pronouncing it wrong. I know him as Rohan UK, he's got a YouTube channel, I've actually been subscribed to him for a couple of years. But obviously he joined the Pleb Clan as well, and obviously after playing with Buckers I was playing with a few different people from the Pleb Clan. And he's in a very rare tank called the Edelweiss, which is a anime tank thing they did a few years back. Before I get into this game, I just want to say, yesterday's video had an audio bug. That's a known issue whenever I leave my charger plugged into my controller when I'm doing the commentary. I just forgot to take it out. Recent events means my head is a bit all over the place, so I've been forgetting some things. So I apologise about that. And hopefully this video should be better. The charger is not on my controller as I speak, so if there's any audio bug now, then I have no idea what the fuck it is. But anyway, the M41D Chinese Bulldog. I didn't get this on the week it got released. I got it the week after when the base bundle came out. This thing's horrifyingly, disgustingly good. In fact, this tank was so good, it caused them to buff, like some of the other Bulldogs, the American Tech Tree, the Holland Hund, and the Brazil. So 410 base view range, which is amazing for a light tank, especially a tier 8. It's quite a big tank, I must admit, but the main thing that makes this thing special is the gun. The gun is unbelievably disgusting. You have over 170 alpha damage, and with your reload, you have over 2300 damage per minute base. And with all the equipment and max cruise skills that I've got, my DPM in this tank is just under 3000 at tier 8 on a light tank. Couple of that, 1.5 second base aim time and 0.33 base accuracy, and this thing is ridiculous. Especially at snapshotting, by the way. And what that means is, all this is really important for how good the tank is for the end of the game when you see my result, because it's going to explain a few things. Let's just say the requirement for this tank to get ace tankers, and I assume the 3 mark, was absolutely ridiculous. When it first came out in the first few weeks. And it probably still is, I would imagine. Now, you see me, like, the thing is with this light, I will spot if necessary, but you all know from previous videos, I'm shit at spotting. Also, the enemies have more light tanks than us. The reason I got this light tank is I thought, when I play lights, I tend to like damage over spotting, and therefore I tend to prefer light tanks to have decent guns. So like the Trailblazer, for example, that's a light tank that has a really nice gun, and I play really well on it. This thing has a really nice gun. So I play really well on it, and I quite enjoy the playstand. I always feel, when I'm in light tanks, frustrated when I can't do anything against like other tanks, like higher tier ones or heavy tanks. Staying on the move, just auto-locking across the map, and then like manual aiming when he starts moving. Something else I forgot to mention about this thing's gun, APCR is standard, and then even faster APCR is premium. By the way, what you just saw there was an IS-3 shoot me in the side of the tank and do 0 damage. That wasn't a light tank, that was an IS-3 that just shot me. So just some typical bullshit light tank memes with tracks. Absorbing my shit. Now the other thing is, the other reason I'm not spotting the middle is because I want to try and stay in the 1-2 line to deal with people. Also, Colonel Zeke, is how I'm going to pronounce it, is in the middle in his medium tank, in his Edelweiss. And if I come to this part of the map here in the 1-2 line, I can try and deal with people in the bowl, which in this case it's the 2 IS-3s. One's in the bowl and one's next to him. I'm hoping to use my cam on the 1-2 line to get a bit of elevation to shoot down on them. And now that we've finally got rid of a few of the medium tanks who've been causing me issues on this part of the map, I'm going to start trying to deal with the IS-3s when I can. The other thing about this tank is, when I'm keeping at distances, rather than spotting, I want to try and get rid of the enemy light tanks as in kill them. Why is that? Because my APCR shells are fast, like shell velocity, that just makes it easier to hit light tanks at long range. Light tank crossed the map, nice as you shot into him. Now I'm firing premium at this moment that I had loaded for the IS-3s. Standard pen on this I think is like 192, which for a light tank is very impressive indeed. Premium pen might be about 220 something, which again is adequate. Another shot into the light across the map. We really deal with the IS-3s, and I'm quite happy to let Zeke, again, you'll have to let me know how I pronounce that, I'm just pronouncing it Zeeks instead of Zax. So, I don't know if it's a character thing either, please feel free to let me know if that's a reference to a show or movie, I have no idea. I'm quite happy to let him spot while I try and deal with the IS-3s. Artillery's trying to get rid of me. Again, trying to climb up. If we can get the IS-3 out of the little dome-like area over there, the little bubble, we'll be fine. He's popping up to shoot at Zeke. Put some shots inside of his turret. The only benefit for me at this point is that it's an IS-3 of all tanks. His turret armor is quite good, but he often has to turn his turret to look at Zeke. And the other thing is he doesn't have much gun to press, so he has to expose quite a lot of his tank in order to get shots at people. One shot into side turret, going for the DPM. I'm able to finish him for ducks in the cover. I only have a few standard rounds left now at 3. Start moving forward. Leo gets spotted. Again, this is helping Zeke get some assistance, which is nice for him. Do put another blind shot in. Start moving forward again. The light tank's still there, but now that we can move forward on this flank, it's not as big a deal. Now, something I'm going to explain is that in the games before this, Zeke was actually getting hit by, artillery more than I was. And that's going to explain what's going to happen as we push down the 1-2 line here. So what's going to happen is we're racing down. And I'm going to start moving to the right. Why? Because I've said that Zeke can have the artillery kill. That's why I only put one shot in. And even though I reload faster, I don't go for the kill. Because Zeke was getting bullied by artillery, I just felt it was the right thing to do to let him have it. Now, I could have got a bit more damage, sure, but, I'm in a platoon, it's a team game. He was doing some nice spotting for me, let him have the artillery kill. Now I still have a decent amount of hit points, just a couple enemies to clear up. Racing in. We know where one is, over towards the hill, we don't know where the other is. Or I don't know where the other is, should I say. Be the more correct way of pronouncing it. KV-4 is now dead. Artillery blind fires him. And the IS-2M is right in front of me. I have premium loaded because it's all I've got left. So I was thinking I could just go straight through his turret. Which I can if I hit him flat on. But unfortunately I fuck up the last shot. But again, the DPM of this vehicle allows me just to reload fast enough to finish him off. So this game, in the M41D, only a week or so after it come out, with Zex in 3rd place, me with MVP, over 5,000 damage and a few kills, 2,098 base XP with 1,500 assistance, 221,000 profit, only a first class, not even an ace tanker with 2,098 base XP. People were doing ridiculous things in this tank pretty early on. They still are now. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I'll see you all in the next one.